Okay, you guys won't believe what I'm about to tell you because it's like I can't play this game till Friday, right? So can't get it till Friday, okay? That's just because, video game reviewers, they get the game early and all that. But let me first I'll start with the good news. The good news is why am I showing you this pause frame? Okay? So the reason I'm showing you this pause frame, okay? You see them doing this, right? You see them doing that to that? That is super, super good. Um, that's just very good. Another thing about it too is that's like a hard animation. Uh, yes, it's part of a secret. It's part of a secret. It's part of a secret you wouldn't think. Guess what secret it's part of? It's part of it's part of Shadow of Colossus. So that's just a very good thing to have. And I think it's taken me so long just because, like everybody, we love the glow Pikmin. But so something I'm gonna say. So let me say this. Let me say this. I mean, I have a very good video on YouTube, by the way. Before this Pikmin 4 stuff, I had a good video on that, and you can check that out. So that's pretty cool to check out too. But let me just be like, IGN, the rudeness of Jada at IGN. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. I'd give this game an 11 out of 10. I really would. I'd give this game an 11 out of 10, and the reason is gameplay animation. Okay, so this is why it fries my brain so much. Gameplay animation. When you're designing a video game and you're making any kind of gameplay animation, see, the reason people like Quest 64 is it was using like a different kind of system. And Jack and Daxter has, oh gosh, Jack and Daxter has some insane systems. But to have a game this pretty and using an animation like this is so much better than the Zelda stuff. And I know how people will feel about that. But here's the thing, like I like Legend of Zelda, and some of the best parts and animations of Legend of Zelda. So do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10 is just hilarious, but I'm definitely giving this game a masterpiece rating. And it's because the thing about animations that makes a video game so good is when you have like an animation and you have kind of like a hook. You have something that makes you say, oh, I haven't seen that, And I think like, what's that one game called? Banjo-Kazooie, right? Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie had a different... the cool thing about Banjo-Kazooie is it had different feel to it. It had emotion to it, And there's a lot... Like, this is probably one of the coolest things, and that's why we're all mad. That's why we're so passionate about this review and this stuff, because there's a few moments in gaming when we have like really good moments in video games, okay? And then there's sometimes in video games where we're just like, oh, I've seen this third person thing, Oh, I've seen this climb thing, but like this is abstract, It's like, and even like, just the fact that like I'm not even on the part where like later in this video, like they're all like they're like a painting. They're like those awesome paintings that you see at museums where like it's like a sea of people, And but like the reason I chose this one is because it had like, it's showing you how crazy animations can get in a video game. Video game animations can be very, very artsy, very detailed, very dude, like now, what is it, IGN? Because, like, IGN, the reason we always focus on IGN versus Metacritic, okay, so we focus on IGN because IGN is an actual video game business company. So they're a business company of video games, okay? And I can't believe the fact that they get to play this game early. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, not, like, any fanboyism. This is none of that. This is just, like, hello, we like it when we can play games that are cool. You know, like the reason we play Recompile or the reason we play like different video games, it depends on what video game it is, okay? Is we like the special moments that make a video game feel like, oh, you know? And like, oh, okay. And I love I've played a lot of platform games, guys. I've played a ton of platform games to where I get kind of sick of it, you know. I get sick of playing like so many platform or, you know, 3D games. Like you get to that point at times, but like that's why I was able to predict this, guys. Not only was I able to predict this happening, I was just like it sucks, man. Like it sucks that this comes out like it comes out tomorrow, and like it's really hard to be critical on a video game. It is, and especially if a video game's gonna do something. You know, this video game is willing to do something, and look at the cool thing. Let me show you this. This is not just even showing you secret stuff, right? But like, you see that right there? What I like is that you'll be playing this game, and not only will it be pretty, not only will it be a pretty video game, it won't hurt your eyes. It won't make your eyes go like, you know, you won't have to be like, oh man, I need to go get a drink or something, or oh man, I need to go get a breath of oxygen. Man, I need to get out of here, you know? And I mean, what do they want, dude? Like they got good gameplay, you get customization, and you got good gameplay. And then like I get it, IGN. I get that you've always loved Zelda. But truthfully, it's like, come on, Breath of the Wild and Tears of Kingdom's gameplay is not compared to the older Zeldas. It just isn't. And this is like, dude, this is so odd, dude. This is so odd. It's not even like, this is to other people that review video games, because there are people just besides me that review video games. It's like, it makes us mad, all of us as a whole mad, because it's like, oh, okay, we haven't had a good game since Quest 64. We've been having to wait on a new Baton Kaitos, which is kind of, you know, just like actual video games, you know, like we have like, and then they're just like, oh, okay, whatever, we're just not gonna give this. And then the overall on Metacritic, don't even pay attention to the overall on Metacritic. They're trying to make it below 90. Dude, I can't believe they're even doing stuff like this. Like, okay, so no, maybe it's just because Pikmin's been really good all the time that IGN's just like frustrated that Pikmin's always been like good game after good game. But they took time into this game, dude. They took so much time, and I'm mad because like the design for Glow Pikmin is good. They have all the other Pikmin in here too, and it's like I get mad that they would put it below an E, because then that would just encourage other video game. You don't have to do anything in video game development. And I have nothing against Tears of Kingdom. I've shown some things that I like in Tears of Kingdom. The thing about it is that like people love Final Fantasy. Do you know how many people love the new Final Fantasy game? And I actually enjoy it too, because it has some ideas, it has some camera angle ideas. And this is what's frustrating us, guys. This is what's frustrating us. Like, I mean, the input has to be good. The input has to be good for games, because the reason you have to have good input towards a video game when you're reviewing a video game is you have to see it. You have to see it full on, You have to be like, okay. And I like the movement too, by the way. I've played the Pikmin 4 demo. I love the movement. And the reason I like the movement is it doesn't feel like the movement and the camera angles, it just does not feel like many games I play. I'm telling you, there's at least over 30 titles. I could literally make a list of 30 titles a game. And when I'm moving in a video game, it's not really that different. But in Pikmin 4, you have different movements. And now, I've given generous reviews. I gave a generous review to AEW. The reason I gave a generous review to AEW, if you wanted to know, is because it's a wrestling game. It's a wrestling game, and there has not been these dedicated wrestling games for a bit. And this though, I was definitely gonna give a 10 out of 10. I already knew I was gonna give this game a 10 out of 10. And the reason being, it's like they're willing to compete with Yooka-Laylee. They're willing to compete with Recompile. They're willing to compete with Psychonauts 2. They're willing to put some effort in. And sure, you enjoy Zelda. Sure, that's a sure thing. But if you actually go down into the Zelda community and you ask the Zelda community and you take time to talk to the Zelda community, we miss the puzzles that were hard in Oracles and Ages. We miss the puzzles, dude. We miss the Zelda puzzles. We miss the Zelda puzzles where we're like, I hate you, Zelda. That's the puzzle. That's the good enjoyment in a Zelda game. Do you know how many people were like, oh man, hunting these Triforce pieces? They're like, oh man, I gotta get all these tiny little pieces. And I do think Tears of Kingdom has some good parts. Not trying to be so critical on Tears of Kingdom, but the reason I'm critical on it is if you even look back at Breath of the Wild had very good ideas and very good hard gameplay ideas. And it's really hard. It's really hard. People just don't get what's actually going on. I mean, Phantom Hourglass had a really, really good puzzle. Really, really good puzzle. Super good puzzle. An actual brain thing. It would take you hours. It would take you hours, and you'd have to be constantly patient. It was a pretty good puzzle. And I'm mad, dude. I'm mad. I didn't want to predict them like this because,